Hello, and welcome to WatchWise, where I rip apart the latest movie flicks with no mercy. Today, I'm going to review Evil Dead Rise, the fifth installment of the Evil Dead franchise that was released in April 2023. Is it a worthy successor to the cult classic series, or is it a deadite disaster? Let's find out. Evil Dead Rise is directed by Lee Cronin, who previously made The Hole in the Ground, a decent but forgettable Irish horror film. Cronin takes over the reins from Sam Raimi, the mastermind behind the original trilogy and the producer of the 2013 remake. Raimi and Bruce Campbell, who played the iconic Ash Williams in the previous films, are also executive producers of this one. But don't expect to see Ash or his chainsaw hand in this movie, because Evil Dead Rise is a completely new story with new characters and a new setting. The plot follows two estranged sisters, Beth and Ellie, who reunite in a rundown apartment building in Los Angeles. Ellie is a single mother of 3 kids, Danny, Bridget, and Cassie, who are all annoying and unlikable. Beth is a pregnant guitar technician who has a bad attitude and a worse haircut.
Be nice or you don't get a gift.
After an earthquake reveals an old bank vault in the basement of the building, Danny finds a mysterious book that unleashes a demonic force that possesses Ellie and turns her into a monstrous creature.
It's in me.
Beth must then fight to save her family and herself from the evil dead. Sounds familiar? That's because it is. Evil Dead Rise is basically a rehash of the same formula that has been used in every Evil Dead movie since 1981. A group of people find a book of the dead, read from it, summon evil spirits, get possessed, and die horribly. The only difference is that this time, it's not in a cabin in the woods, but in an apartment in the city. Wow, how original. The problem with Evil Dead Rise is not that it's unoriginal, but that it's boring. The movie lacks any of the charm, humor, or creativity that made the previous films so entertaining. The characters are bland and stupid. The dialogue is dull and cliched.
I only believe what I can see.
And the scares are predictable and repetitive. The movie tries to be serious and gritty.
We were together sitting in a tall forest.
But it ends up being dull and tedious.
You have to go through 82.
Oh, shit.
Well, if I have to say something good about this movie, I guess I would say that it has some decent special effects and a catchy soundtrack. The visual effects and soundtrack of Evil Dead Rise are very impressive and thrilling. They are realistic, detailed, and well integrated with the practical effects and create a truly nightmarish world.
Open the door like you open your legs, you stinking groovy slut!
The soundtrack of Evil Dead Rise is composed by Irish composer Stephen McKeon, who also created music for Rose Plays Julie, The Hole in the Ground, and even one episode of The Black Mirror. The music enhances the mood and atmosphere of the movie, adding to the excitement and tension. Evil Dead Rise also features some iconic sound effects from the previous movies, such as the voice of the Necronomicon, the roar of the Deadites, and the revving of the chainsaw. These sound effects create a sense of nostalgia and continuity for the fans, as well as a contrast between the old and new elements of the movie. But that's about it. The special effects are not enough to make up for the lack of substance and originality in the script.
All I want is your little head, baby girl.
The only thing that Evil Dead Rise has going for it is the gore. And boy, does it have gore. The movie is packed with blood, guts, mutilation, and dismemberment. If you're looking for a splatterfest, you won't be disappointed. The movie has some inventive kills and practical effects that will make you cringe and squirm. There's a scene with a cheese grater that will make you never look at cheese the same way again. But gore alone does not make a good horror movie. Evil Dead Rise relies too much on shock value and gross-out moments to compensate for its lack of substance and style. The movie has no tension,
That was intense.
no atmosphere, no fun. It's just a mindless exercise in brutality that leaves you feeling numb and bored. Evil Dead Rise is not the worst horror movie ever made, but it's certainly not worthy of being part of the Evil Dead franchise. It's a bland and forgettable entry that fails to capture any of the magic or madness of its predecessors. It's not groovy, it's not boomstick, it's not Hail to the King. It's just May.
Told you should have put the book back, Danny.
So there you have it, my review of Evil Dead Rise 2023. I give it a 4 out of 10 for gore alone. If you're looking for a better horror movie to watch this year, check out Scream 6, Influencer, or Mind Leech. They're all much more entertaining and satisfying than this deadite dud.
Only my sister gets to call me that.
Thanks for watching. Keep in mind, if you ever find a creepy-looking book, don't open it, much less try to read it. It's better to sell it on eBay so you can make extra money and save your relatives from the headache of cleaning the apartment from your remains.
Their work's still fucked.
Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my other videos that can save a few hours of your life from being wasted on shitty movies.